What is up? It is Big Char Trades back with another video, and in this video I am going to be recapping my trade from today. I caught around 34.2 points, making around 1900 on 5 or 1800 on 5 of my top steps and then 1600 on 2 of my alphas. I did not take this on my funded futures. So with that being said, let's get into the recap. I caught a nice long today. So let me get into it. So on the daily time frame, well, actually today the daily didn't really matter, but on the 4 hour, what do I see? On the 4 hour, I immediately see this nice bullish fair value gap right here, right? As you can see. So if we just zoom out here a little bit, and I look at this chart, what do I see? Well, I see bullish price action. In one of my videos, I told you sometimes you just need to zoom out and look at, act like a second grader. Which direction is price going? Price is clearly going up. So my bias is long. We have this nice big fair value gap right here. That ES is respecting way better than NQ. As you can see, we have some bearish SMT now, but that wasn't the trade. So we have this nice fair value gap. Oh, also, if you want to see my executions, go on my Twitter. I posted them. But yeah, so dropping down to the 15-minute. What do we have here? Well, we have a few things here. We have, or on the hourly, we have this hourly bullish SMT right here, I believe. Right? Is it here? Yes. We have this bullish SMT right here. The NASDAQ didn't even come close to sweeping this low. ES clearly swept that low, right? And then on the 15-minute time frame, we have swept London lows, and we have this fair value gap. So I'm actually not talking about this one. That price is clearly trading inside, right? I'm talking about this one, because if we take a look, right, the NASDAQ never actually tapped into this fair value gap, whereas on ES, there was a clear manipulation into this fair value gap. So that's some more bullish SMT. So once I saw that, I was pretty bullish. And my draw on liquidity naturally is Asia highs. London highs were taken, London lows were taken, but Asia highs have not been taken yet, and that aligns with my bullish bias. So as you can see, we took those Asia highs on ES. The NASDAQ seems to be lagging behind. More confluence for this trade was all of these equal highs on ES. I mean, there are 3 equal highs at Asia highs. So that's just, even more reason to be bullish today. So that was my draw. Here's my entry. I actually entered, and my executions are on Twitter, but we inverse this 5-minute gap right here. And I entered on the retest. So my entry was like this candle. I think it was it was the 9. Wait a second. It could have been this candle right here, the 910 candle. One of these two candles. But this was my entry. And then my initial final take profit was Asia highs all the way up here. But as we were trading, I saw that we put in this SMT right here. As you can see, the NASDAQ swept this high, and ES did not actually sweep that high. So that led me to close the trade because I don't like holding trades through bearish SMT, especially close to market open. So as you can see, I entered this trade at around like 9:10. Maybe 9:15, and I closed it at like market open because I especially don't like SMT, bearish SMT or opposing SMT being put in when I'm in a trade at market open, since the market is so volatile. But yeah, I mean, it was nice. This was like literally a 5-10 minute trade, so it was a little bit longer than my usual trades. But anyways, we're correct about our draw on liquidity, which is the only important thing to me. I could be completely right about my draw on liquidity and still get stopped out of a trade, and I'll still be happy with the day just because my draw on liquidity was correct. I'm more upset when my draw on liquidity is wrong because that means fundamentally I'm not doing something right. But if I could have a solid draw on liquidity and it gets hit consistently, I'm happy with that. So with that being said, that concludes today's trade recap. If you took the same trade as me, I know a few people in the Discord did, let me know in the comment section below. The narrative premium is actually dropping tomorrow. Super excited about that. And yeah, let me know if you have anything to say. I literally read all my comments. So if you have anything to say at all, just go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And with that being said, subscribe if you feel like it. Follow me on other socials. Peace out.